What's up, world? Mikey D coming back at you with some more oxygen not included. Today, I actually have some ideas, some thoughts in mind. Thought number one. All this is nice, but we got to start getting ready for liquid oxidizer. We just got to unlock a blueprint. We got to start getting ready for liquid oxidizers, which means we need to start building another electrolyzer setup. Because once we get this cryofuel propulsion, that liquid oxidizer tank right there, yeah, that's going to replace all these solid oxidizer tanks and let us do a lot more. So, in order to get us some sweet more oxygen going in here, which will, in the near term, also let us build more oxalite and further oxygenate our base, which is, it's doing okay, but it could be doing a lot better. So we're going to build a oxygenation electrolyzer. There we go. Electrolyzer setup. I'm thinking right here, that is going to make it a little toasty warm in this area, but we do have this nice cooling loop right here, so we should be okay. So, first things first, as always, let's block it all in. Yeah. You notice I am using way more space than I need to in order to make this happen. That is in part on purpose, just to get it done. Relocate this. Sure, here. Put in our airflow tiles. I don't know how inset I want to make this, but this might end up being a mega oxygenating space. Ooh, we also... So, my bright idea. Big genius move here. I'm going to use this salt water. Yeah, okay. Anyway. So we're going to need some desalinators. 1, 2. 2 should be good, and then we'll have some liquid reservoirs as well. No, stop. What I was trying to do is see if I could rotate these. No, you still can't rotate a liquid reservoir. At the very least, I'd like to, I don't know, swap the inputs-outputs, but whatever. It's fine. So, we're gonna get us an insulated pipe. And then that insulated pipe is gonna go up here. And then this one's gonna go there, and then this one's gonna go in. Alright. Keep going. On the oxygen side, well, I'm tired of the other ones having problems. I could just make them out of steel. I could make them out of iridium. Goodness knows I have a mountain of this material, and it is right on the doorstep, in fact. What, 3, 4 aside? That'd be crazy. He's gone mad with power, folks. Alright. this might be more liquid than we can actually handle. So each one of these is going to want, 1,000 grams a second. So this is only 4,000 grams. That's less than half a pipe. Okay. So we're fine there. This should be enough to keep the whole thing going. We're going to put the power in, I think, on this side. Let's make the heavy watt conductive joint plate out of iron. Okay. Alright, so each one of these is going to be making 100 grams of gas, or 112. So that's 450. That's another 450. So that's 900 grams of hydrogen that are going to be coming through here. Each one of these pumps moves 500 grams. So we will need 2 pumps to take care of our hydrogen. We're going to set them back a little. There. Put in one more airflow tile here. Alright. Heavy watt conductive wire, here we go. Okay. And then we need another heavy watt conductive joint plate. Those go through the middle. We'll get that, and then we'll get... I am finding it hilarious that I'm just making this out of iridium, just because I can. Okay. One of these cranks out basically 1.5, a little bit more than 1.5 gas pumps worth of oxygen. So there's that one, there's that one. Let's vertically stack. That, I think that array is actually proper for this side. Okay. All right. Man, this is going to be a lot of oxygen that we're making. That's fine. I'll hook all this up. There we go. All right. Now we need our... At some point we're going to need the rest of the power. So let's not put lead there. Let's put iron there, just in case it conducts a little too much. In fact, we'll put iron all the way up there. So we have our electrolyzers. Let's start the process here. So at the very least, they're going to start getting some water reserves. Is there anything in here that I care about? Not really. Okay, automation. Let's frickin' go. We'll just do the simple version of automation. Okay. All right. So, with all of this space in here, slime lung. How do we have slime lung over here? Where did you come from? You came... Oh, there's slime lung contaminated uranium ore that's been coming over. Okay. Okay. I see the stupidity here. All right. Okay, well, let's start getting some piping in here, too. Each two of these can be an entire line of gas. Alright. Okay. And then the big question is, what do I do with this last line? Alright. So, some of this oxygen is just going to go feed into the base more, right? Some of this oxygen is going to be pumped up into space. Here, let's see. You are gonna go here. You are gonna go here. Oh, hi, kitty. My kitties are coming to say hi. Yes, hello. Uh-huh. All right. So, we're going to have some oxygen going up this way, which will help feed into the atmosuits and do some of that kind of work. We should probably even put in another gas vent. Or two. Okay. So, the right-hand side is feeding back into the base. The left-hand side... Okay, top one... Alright, this one will go to here. This one will go to there. This one will go to... Yeah. Wow. We'll, get this fixed sooner or later. This one will go here. There's those. And then this last one... Do we want to go down with it? The somium synthesizer would be amusing, but... I think we'll just go over here. We'll go over this way a little. Heck, we'll even come over here. We'll build up air pressure more on this side of the base. Okay. Alright, for these guys, I unfortunately don't have the kind of space that I would want. This is only 2 wide. Well, let's put that in to begin with. There. Okay. And while they're working on digging all this up, we're going to cut these. Thankfully, I haven't needed this emergency system, right? Like, if it gets overpressured of steam somehow in here, that's when I would want to use it, but it's a closed loop system, so it shouldn't, like, the pressure is increasing because of the increased nuclear waste volume taking up down here, but that's pretty much it. Everything else is just fine. Just fine. Okay. Alright, those guys have finished doing all that they needed to do, and we've cut this down to just 1 tile wide now, so meteors have less of a chance of getting in there. Yeah, you're still at 8 hexes. You know, let's just have you go back here and mine again. Launch. Bye. Okay. Alright. So. You'll see now why I needed to open this channel up. If I have 3 pipes heading up there, you kind of need that extra space. All right. There. Okay. Looking over at this setup, that's 450. Oh, that is... Why are these all at 450? I think this one was goofing up when I had it at a lower pressure. Alright, well. We're going to... Oh. Oops. I was gonna do this more correct this time, and I goofed up on the power lines. So there we go. If you're going to do this better, you have to have this like kind of channel, like a smaller input for the hydrogen to flow up into. That way, like, the hydrogen consistently flows. Alright. Seal up all of this. Most of this is starting to look real good, though. Okay, wow, these dupes are definitely ready for something to do. Okay. Now, we're going to want, if we're going to have an electrolyzer, no, a cooling setup up here, we're going to need to figure out what kind of liquids we can cool oxygen down to. Down with. There we go. So, let's see, liquid, well, liquid oxygen, it's like, yeah, negative 180 to negative 218. I would normally be doing something like this with supercoolant. Build a whole setup here to freeze up hydrogen and oxygen. Supercoolant right now. Yeah, solid supercoolant. Yeah, you can't really. I suppose you could make solid supercoolant. Okay, fullerene, gold, petroleum. And an emulsifier, huh? Huh. Alright, fullerene. I haven't seen any fullerene yet. Oh, yeah, graphite, sulfur, and pure aluminum. Alright, well, we need some graphite, is the short version. We need some graphite to make some fullerene. Alright. No, who's getting cooked? What are you doing out here? Yeah, please? Guys? Yeah, no kidding, toasty surroundings. It's the middle of a meteor storm, guys. Well, at least he went inside to take his random nap. Okay. Okay. Oxygen-wise, well, we're looking great in the main base. And then once you get up to this corner, it's a little soft, but we're definitely pressurizing this place properly again. So that's good. Ooh, we don't have much algae left. That's strange. Alright, what is going on here? Dirt. Plenty. Oh, it might... No? Algae. Not much. is there a bunch of... No, that's polluted dirt. Weird. Okay, why are we not taking care of the toilets, gentlemen? Okay, we got igneous rock, phosphorite, coal. Oh, there's a bunch of algae. Well, let's just dig this out. I'll just start there and see how that goes. More igneous rock. I'm just looking around, seeing if there's kind of straightforward stuff we should be grabbing. Sedimentary rock. There's some dirt, too. I don't know. Maybe they don't know where the dirt lives. Weirdos. This is algae, too. Yeah. 60 degrees. Yeah, that's a little warm to be digging into, but this blob over here, they definitely can get. There. And with all of this, we should be good on the algae again. Oh, of course, they wanna... Oh, they're picking up slime that was up there. Okay, well, that's at least a good reason for them to be dorking around. Speaking of slime, we got 13 tons of the stuff still, so these dust caps should keep going. Alright. Back over here... Looks like they've... Oh, we've got full tanks of water. Everything's looking pretty good. How hot is this water? 52 degrees. This whole thing is going to be roasty toasty. Alright. Let's get all the junk out of here. Okay, so we don't have supercoolant yet, which means we need graphene. Graphene, if I remember correctly, is usually on this planet. And so, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One of these rockets here, if we add a module. Let's add a rover module. Sure, iron ore is fine. Shouldn't be a problem. Okay. Can we add any other modules? No, not really. Okay. Interior-wise, well, they're putting some food in here. Whatever dupe is in here is... They're just mostly going to be using the telescope. Oh, they're going to be using the telescope. We need power on this thing. While it's in flight, it's not a problem. But when it's not in flight... Like if it's parked somewhere. Yeah, great. We get a solar panel. Here, let's scoot you above. Oh, great. You were just coming by to do that. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your service. Unreachable build. Yep. So this is the max height of a rocket. You look over here and you're like, oh man, we got quite a ways to go before we hit max height. Okay. Once we start producing oxalite... Oh, we have 716 kilos. We will switch this to oxalite. We will relocate all that fertilizer. We don't want to just cook it. There. Alright, guys. You take care of that. Oh, this is already loaded up with oxalite. Yeah, so this is now enough to go 10 tiles. If we change this for a large solid oxidizer tank, great, now all the oxalite is just venting into space. Yay! Way to go, Mike! Way to go! Burn that oxalite for no reason. Okay. Oxalite, 9. Might need a gantry in order to get over there too. Yeah, that's the gantry space. There's that. Grab all of this. Well, either they put away the oxalite or it finished dumping into space. One or the other. Okay, yeah, so we can't quite get a cooling thing going for the various hydrogen and oxygen things. We are going to want to start building it out, though. So what we're going to do is we're going to build an insulated box here. And its purpose is to be a super cold box. This super cold box will have radiant liquid pipes going through it. There. And then this will connect up to something like this, right? Where we'll have a liquid tank. Doesn't really matter what it's made of. We're going to have at least one steam turbine, if not multiples. We could actually just expand out this space and put it in here. Yeah, this oxygen never got hot enough to be a concern. Great. Okay, great. You know what? Way to go, Past Mike. You did it. You were doing the smartness. And we can keep using conduction panels to keep this all cool. Go here and here. And yeah, here and no, not quite. Cancel on those. All right. What I'm gonna want to do is I'm gonna want to bridge back on here, and I'm gonna want to bridge down there. So we might only be able to have 3 conduction panels. And that'd be okay. Should be enough. Alright. Connect. 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 Alright. And then put all that together and put in one more tile. And we're pretty set. Cancel that one. There. Ooh, in all of my eagerness to get this done, I have neglected to think about how the heck am I going to get the water in and out of here. So, I think we'll do this. There we go. Okay. This all should come together. Great. And then we need a liquid pipe thermosensor. Grab us an automation wire. Oh, these are ceramic. Oh man, I was feeling bougie at some point. Oh, because yeah, well, yeah. That might be the right call. I have plenty of ceramic, so it's fine. Alright, hold on. Yeah, that's not correct. So goodness me, this is proving to be a little bit more complicated than I was expecting. Okay. cancel that and that, and there. Holy moly. Okay. So, follow the path. Alright. We're going to start from the liquid tank. Liquid tank is full. Stuff goes out through here, comes back in, jumps the bridge, comes through here. This is on or off. This is a not ideal situation, but that's okay. So it comes through here, likely bridges back on, goes back into the liquid tank. This is a maximum cooling right here. Okay. Okay. So this generally is looking good. Let's get that liquid nuclear waste out of there. Let's sweep up the rest of this as well. Okay. So the trick is we want to freeze this. We're going to use this as just basically a giant ice box. Yeah. Obsidian tiles. We're going to lose some chill down below. I'm not too concerned about it. The heat that's coming in and on this side is going to be a little annoying, but... Alright. Okay, what do we have over here? Ah! Large solid oxidizer. Great. Add... liquid fuel. Large liquid fuel. Build. There. You're swapping in there. Okay, and you are full of oxalate. Great. So this rocket is going to be able to go basically anywhere. Okay. Oh. View interior. We do not want you to have diamond in here anymore. Thank you. Glass. Sure. Iron ore. Alright. Take out the iron ore. Come on. We're going to take out the glass. And then we're going to put in granite. Alright. Has this cooled down at all? Slightly? Not really, but we can pretend. Oh, okay. That's what the problem is. You need some way of venting out the bad gases. I'm gonna do the same thing over here. Sure, we'll make it out of steel. That way we don't need to worry about that anymore. This is basically empty. Great. And this is almost done too. Alright. Gotta seal that up. So what I would normally do is I would fill this with water. I might use salt water. We'll see. Fill this with water, get supercoolant running through here, freeze it all solid down to super mega cold, and then you put in mechanized airlocks. Steel should be fine. So you go through and you put in steel mechanized airlocks up here. And that will make it so... you can selectively put cold into a thing or not, depending on how you want it. Okay. Alright, he just cheated to jump across that gap, but I'm not going to complain. Alright, let's, in fact, do that. See, Quinn can build himself out of here because of those ladder segments that I queued up. There we go. There we go. So all of this will be set up nice and proper. This... Oh! This large power transformer is probably what we're gonna... Ugh. Oh, we're gonna need some kind of power over here. There. Alright. Get this all squared away. Automation wires as well. Sweep all that junk out of there. Keep this junk out of there. Just trying to keep this nice and clean for now. This tile needs to get replaced with that. So, when I look back over here, I still do have this liquid line. Ah, great. Speaking of, we're gonna bridge that on, and we're gonna cut that. Perfect. Great. Man, there's a lot of junk in here. I just can't be bothered. Okay. Yeah, we can start putting liquid in here. Just, yeah, shale pipe is fine. There. We'll do it this way. There, and there. Yeah, we have salt water in here too. So for some reason I was worried about the amount of liquid I have in here for cooling. Am I worried? I don't know if I'm worried. I could also bridge some of this liquid on from here, dump more salt water in there, right? But this is going to take forever to fill already. So we're going to get that going. I think we'll put in a lead hydrosensor. This has no real purpose apart from stopping the flow once I've gotten enough liquid in here, because I don't want to babysit it. Great. And then send green signal if it's below 800 kilos, which would be basically full tiles all the way up. There you go. All done. So we're pumping up that salt water from down below from this tank. Yeah, and they still got the bubble animation. Huh, so weird. Alright. Gonna start reinforcing this tank a little. I'm just a little concerned about it. Alright. More nits. Kill the nits. Kill them all. Oh my goodness. Alright. It's like mosquitoes, I think. Like, they're obnoxious. And that's about it. But, man, are they obnoxious. Yeah, we are definitely not making enough oxygen from this right now. So the sooner we can get this one fully up and running, the better. This is starting up. I don't think I need to worry about it for a while. There. I'll start planning out the rest of the coolant thing, but let's get this guy going here. looks like we're pretty set, if I remember right. This is it should be 250. This should be 400s. Oh, above 400. Above 400. Okay. So we've finished up that. Finish up that. All of this is looking real good. Oh, we need somewhere for the hydrogen to go. The hydrogen... the hydrogen also needs to go upstairs, which is a separate problem, really. Okay. Okay. And we'll just put a high pressure gas vent on the end. The hydrogen also needing to go up. Okay. So we're going to have oxygen on one side, we're going to have hydrogen on the other. Need another brick here. All right. Okay. All of this looks like it should end up being okay. And then in the near term... Oh, I guess we should probably do it here. High pressure gas vent. I don't care too much about burning off excess hydrogen for power or any of that stuff. It just doesn't really matter right now. There. I am going to need to put in some gas filters. Because otherwise, we're going to end up with some really, really horrific stuff. Okay. All right. There and there. No. This one can't be there. It needs to be further back. Okay. So what we'll do here is eventually we'll be like, okay, hydrogen comes along. We might as well just do this now. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So if it's hydrogen, continue on. If it's not hydrogen, send it up this way. We're just gonna dump it. Okay. And this guy can be powered by the main. Same thing with you. Alright. And for you, same sort of deal. If you're oxygen, continue on. If you're not, dump it. Okay. Yeah, you see how long this is going to take to really fill up? It's going to be a few minutes. Is it worth putting temp shift plates back here? It'll help keep the temperatures consistent through it. Here, we'll put one here and here. And same thing on that side. There. I don't want to put a temp shift plate up against the wall, because then it just forces more of the temperature into the wall. But putting them against the mechanized airlocks, that's really smart. And this will be enough to do what we want it to do. Okay, this one is going to be oxygen. This one is going to be hydrogen. Great. Hydrogen, oxygen, everything's looking good on those. Everything's looking good over here. I think we're ready to start. Fire it up. Oh dear. Oh, potential load. Yeah. I don't care about your potential load. Oh, that's the other thing that we need. We need liquid. Oopsies. There we go. All right. So this eventually should get to a point where it's nothing but hydrogen on the top, and then there's either hydrogen or a vacuum in this chamber here. This is looking pretty good, though. Yeah, these guys take all the oxygen out. Yeah, see how the hydrogen's starting to get lower and lower? Yeah. All right. Oxalight's being made. More oxygen is going into the system. Oh, no. Let's cancel that one. There we go. So as we increase the overall air pressure in the base, less of this will end up less of the oxygen coming out of here will end up being emitted just because there's higher air pressures. And we should end up in a pretty good spot. Alright, this whole thing, we need to start burning natural gas. There. Oh, it's taking all the natural gas from down here first. Okay. Yeah, we gotta clean this junk out. I guess it's not that much stuff that was backed up in there. And then over here, there's a decent mix of stuff, but it should flow through pretty quick. Yeah, once all of this gets out of there. Sour gas. Really? Yeah. Crazy. Yeah, see, there we go. Get this pile of yucky gases out of there. Oxygen's starting to back up better. Alright, no. That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen. Thank you. There. Yeah, if for some reason there's so much oxygen on this line that it can't put oxygen back on, then just dump it? Alright, that was the theory, but it doesn't seem to be working. Okay, well, it's fine. Pretty soon I might end up taking this whole filter off anyway, and just letting whatever melange of gases comes out of here just dump out. Okay. All in all, our oxygen situation seems to be much better. That's nice. We're still getting a mix of gas here. I might have goofed this up. I might have needed to have like one more thing here. Or I might have needed to have these further down. I forget exactly the mechanism because it looks like oxygen's flowing in here a little too often. Yeah, we're getting a lot of... Yeah, see, hydrogen's flowing out here periodically too, so... I think this one is just... Well, everything's constantly on. Alright, well, I think we've dorked around enough today. We've got another oxygen setup going, and it is definitely pressurizing the base. Why? What? Huh? There. Oh, I think I know what the problem is. There. Okay. Yeah, I was running into weird goings-ons. Oxygen all in all, looking very nice. Don't set off a spark. And, yeah, this is all coming along really well. Oxygen is getting put through there. Just hydrogen is getting put through there. Great. All right. Well, we've go again. We've had a decently productive time of it. We're filling up a liquid tank, getting ready for the most cooling of coolings. We actually have a rocket that is ready to go. Because this has, 20 hex distance. That rocket is going to go here, drop off a rover, and come back. That's all it's going to do, is just go, drop the rover, come back. While it's traveling, there's a telescope in here. So whoever's tooling along can do what they need to do. We'll need to address the food problem. But that all will be next time. Hope you enjoyed hanging out. It was mostly construction based today, but hey, gotta get it done sometime. Anyway, catch y'all next time. See ya.